is Monday, October 1st, 2023. Right now it's 8:54, half an hour before the market's open. I am looking at the futures. Was up a little bit, now it's going flat negatives, down very slightly. So getting a treasury jumped after the government shutdown is averted. Yeah, it's very political on these things. But I think in the long run, they keep doing this last minute to avert the shutdown. It's going to hurt the U.S. credibility. I mean, one of the biggest thing about U.S. government is its stability. And this is why the prime rate, a lot of the world's debt instruments is packed to the U.S. Treasury. Right? In that sense, it's supposed to be the safest instrument in the world, but you keep putting one of these, it's going to hurt us. It's definitely going to hurt. Just the stability prospect of your government issue instrument, financial instruments. So jumping into this, bill government starting to slow. Okay, yes. Likely done hiking. Okay, well, prediction again. California government. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see, Bitcoin climb above 2,800, hitting highest level. Tax, media, and so. Okay. Sending this still stuck on topic. The worker. Apple issued a software update to address iPhone 15 over heating issues. Okay, yeah, iPhone is 2 decades old product already. I mean, you have to keep coming up with a new one, but they're running out of really new type of market disruptive products. I mean, the coming of smartphone 20 years ago gave rise to the telecommunication, the apps, and all these smartphones company, and it was a run for 2 decades, but that run is pretty much done. I mean, when Apple switched to really getting a better camera, I mean, a camera that is better than SLR, single refractive lens, that is wow. You know, it's like wow. I'm using a phone while I'm having a professional camera, and yes, people use it a lot to make video, to take a YouTube, TikTok, and so. But yeah, I mean, interesting, but it's not what will continue as a market disruptor. Right? Well, what is the market disruptor now? AI is on the run, and this is the beginning. We can compare pretty much AI to the internet bubble. We're going to see a lot of these very volatiles. A lot of wealth going to be made, and a lot of money going to be lost also. So, but personally, I'm seeing a lot of opportunities coming up, and a chance to strike a lot of wealth again. So this is going to be very interesting. I mean, this is only a setup. This is slow pace for me, slowly, right? To analyze, digest, and get back into the next wave of wealth creation. Right? So hopefully you're on board, because you're gonna miss this big one. I mean, I've seen probably 3 of these waves in my lifetime, and to make a lot of wealth generation, and either you see them coming and you prepare ahead of them, or you're just gonna be left behind, and you look back and like, oh my god, what had I missed? So all this what I'm doing actually in preparation of next wave of wealth generation is going to be in AI, it's going to be robotic, biogen, all these three big areas. I think is where a lot of wealth is going to be created in a very short time period too. That is where trend following will shine. Not selling options and none of that stuff. That is just to get on the platform to understand, because I'm going to wrap a lot of strategy using options, stock, and all this different type of these trade strategy. In actuality, there will be times that I want to actively buy the option. This is what I'm seeking actually. This is where get the bang for the buck. So every time you buy option, you're holding a 100 share of stock, right? You have right to hold that 100 share of stock. So you have leveled 100 times on each piece of option. You really think about it. Well, showing the false hammer is all to understand the signals, to read the market, to understand resistance, support, what is a trend, to understand where the buyers coming in, to read the market, to read the instrument, so you can understand what is the setup for the trade. That's what they were for, right? And it's going fast. It's going lightning fast, and it have to be, because if you don't put your heart to it, you put your mind to it, then you want to create a lot of wealth. That's very difficult. You're gonna have a lot of headwind. Matter of fact, your job that gave you a paycheck is always should be your hobby. Think about that. Okay, that is your hobby. Your real job, right, is how you're gonna create wealth for yourself. Okay, so in that sense, your primary job, your primary function, is to create wealth, and then when the time comes, you will have the opportunities. But how you have to set up for it. You have to plan for it. You cannot say, "Oh, it is here," and the next thing you know, it's gone. It will happen in such a short period of time. I remember the internet bubble, and before that, the rise of internet bubble. It was just 2 years, and then it collapsed in 3 to 6 months. You don't see all that coming and anticipate and plan ahead. You will not catch the wave. You can ride the wave up, you can ride the wave down. When it collapses, I'm gonna short the crap out of it. I'll buy a lot of puts. That's what I plan to do. And then as it take off, I'm going to decide to do a lot of trend following. I'm gonna level up every single step of the way. And when what I'm seeing now is opportunity. Right now, the market is pausing. Like this first half of the year, the AI is rising. They've been running. They've been running for half a year. They've been running like these, all the semis. Right? That is just the first small part of it. Now we do an ABC retracement. Next, I'm looking for the next wave. I'm not looking ahead for the next wave. When it start breaking and running, couple run that. Okay? This is what I'm like. Once a trend really established, I should be on board already, holding the stocks. And when it make a couple run and all the market and every macro indicator is in line, start buying options. Maybe not the expensive of the money options, buy the far away options. Right? Buy the 40 delta, buy the 20 delta. Yes, it's much more slower delta, but think of it this way. They're much cheaper to hold in that sense, because you've got to pay for a premium, right? And the money is very expensive unless it's sure thing you don't buy the money options. In that sense. So this is why I start off with options. You have to learn this stuff. Everything is built on itself. And it's every step of the way. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the market. As we digest, the market haven't opened yet. There is not much news going on in that sense. So the tech stock haven't been this cheap in 6 years. Great, even better. Right? When they say cheap, hey, look at these. Malik's for 7. Wow. Now you have who? You have Nvidia. Meta has come back into play for a while. Facebook was dying. I thought I can shut the crap out of it, but eventually, I actually took out Facebook, neutralized my index holding on Facebook for a couple of years. But now, no, I think now is the next wave. The AI, coming of AI is the next wave. And these 7, yeah. As I say, although Apple, iPhone is over, they going already thinking about ahead of the next wave, all these 7 companies, and I'm gonna hold them. I'll buy as much as I could, these guys. But whenever I buy, that's a question, right? Because I'm doing trend following, I don't buy, blindly. And I buy on the breakout, and then I buy on the retracement. First, I want to break out. That's the hard part. And you can get chopped a lot in trend following, but to make the big money, that's the way. It's long-term investing. If you think about what trend following is, and go back in the smaller time frame, and you can You can latch onto this run. Right. Okay, turn around. Break new high. Okay, wait for this is the initial. Wait for the pullback. Right. This is first entry again. Let me show you. Let me demonstrate again. Last week I did Apple, so just right here, the breakout, the bar. I'll explain why. Right. Yeah, as you say, it's perfect information, but this is the setup. And going forward, this will be all the setup on the trend forward. First, you wait for a turnaround, or whatever that is, sideways. It breaks up. It will pull back. Alright, so this is your high, this bar right here. As soon as we break this high, in the falling bar, you buy. You have to buy. So that's the breakout. That's the first one. See, I actually marked it. And then it do its pullback, it do its thing. What is stop loss is here actually, pretty far away. Yes, it's risky, but that's how it is. Yeah, don't set it too tight because they're gonna do this. They're gonna pull back, right. And this is false hammer. THOR, false hammer, and pull back again. Yeah, you have to stay with the pain and then break again. Buy second level. This is where you buy again. Next time, next in. You low again. Okay, it's a level second in. Make a run. Wow, come back. Went through the breakout, and then do one of these sideways. So you wait for this until here. Bang bang. This bar. Buy again. 3 times now. Buy again on this bar. And then you buy again on this one. When do you get out? Well, look at this. It's hugging pretty much the white line, except it penetrates through here. Wow, this one is the hard one. It's painful. Yes, but you have to set a pretty wide stop loss because it's already trending. Just let it do its thing. Let it do its thing. Even widen out to the monthly graph. Right? So at least you level up 4 times. I was looking for a 5th time, but that's collapsed it. And I saw it's case secure on this case secure put. And this could be a bigger long-term wave in actuality. This is short-term wave, half a year. This come back, maybe here, 50% retracement or so. Then boom, it might go again. Just waiting for the macro environment to line up. So when should it go in? Probably when it go above the 50 days moving average. That's the entrance again. Yeah. But I'm bullish on AI stock, very bullish, and looking to. It's going to take time. It will take time. It could be too early, too late, but it's never too late. But it could be too early right now, since I'm so bullish. Most of the time, I'm a little bit too early. Gigs say too early, so I have to be a little bit more cautionary. Other than that, yeah. So that's okay. Now the one way in XLE. The XLE was just more of an example. That was bad. That bar hurt. Yeah. So this trade on the regression channel. Let's extend this. So every break. Low here, this bar around here, that's the exit. Yeah. Which reflect on my Dogecoin channel chart. Let's launch that. Get a couple of minutes for it to spool up, but on the regression channel, not as pretty, not as promising. Wow, what happened to my line? Calculation failed. Remove script and reply it. Okay, so let's take that out for now. Somehow my moving average conversions divergence indicator did not load. So let's try loading it again. this out. Indicator. What indicator I have on? Oh, there's only have 2 indicator now. Ah, that's why it fell, because I don't subscribe. Oh, okay, they're compressing it down more and more. That's fine. Let's take out this one. Don't want to need the super train. There we go. Okay. Oh, why are you getting chip on me, Trading View? Not only that they compressed the watch list to 30, now they're only 2 indicator. They're really fake. They're really losing money. They kind of get investors to really corner the market on this. They're doing this. So I'm actually looking to switch out of this. Yeah, it was great for a while, but not as good as it could be and it should be. So that's that. As soon as I find a replacement on this, I will take it out. I will use another app, software program, whatever. Yeah. This is just sad on their part on TradingView. I used to champion them. They used to be good, but now they're just like getting really cheap on people. So you cannot afford to do this. Sell out, find investor. You cannot find investor. That means your product is not working out. Then do something, improve your product, not shrinking your features. It's in that sense. I mean, yeah. I mean, these are basic stuff that every charting program can do anyway. So anyhow. Still appreciative using them for a while, so but as soon as I find a place, I always switch over. So anyway, so did this, yeah. So XLE is just a little crapping out. So either you break low, break high, probably. Let's see. Even if I redrawn, okay, let's invalidate this. I can draw clear more. Yeah, that's a better support. Okay, this is the current support line going for this, and invalidated these tail using only the bodies. Okay, that's a support line. So you need to hug this line in a sense. Go through that and go through this low, and that's that for that trade, and have to get out. And don't think twice about that. So this is a 1 hour. I have set it below the previous low. I break through this, time to get out. If it stay up here, that's fine. If it stay depressed, that's fine, as long as it doesn't break through and hit my stop loss down here, which is below the support line. So that's that. That's fine. So this is 1 hour. Let's go back to the daily. So the VIX, yeah, slightly bearish there, I guess. That's why. Looking at the border market. Let's look at the border market. Okay, it's not open yet. Okay, let's just go right into things that we might trade. Stocks, rounding off a little. Financials, relative trend wise, stocks is stronger. So I want to buy the strong, sell the weak, if anything. Yeah, XLE crapping out, topped and crapped out. Yeah, that's a problem too. Slight lower peak on the MACD, a slight lower peak, not as prominent, but that's still, yeah. So that's why you have a more dramatic drop. So the momentum kind of came off. That makes sense. Oils, what was that? How about dollar yen? Wow, still up there. Yeah. Currency when they trend, pretty nice too. So the macro environment. Give it that. Okay, treasury definitely crapping out. Because the interest rates stay afloat, holding the high interest rate longer, and so waiting for it to run before buying the high yield to have a little high yield around here for rounding, but it's not. So I'm holding off buying any more high yield until it start running and give me some signs of recovery. Right? Because you have an inverse relationship. I mean, the interest rate coming off basically, or the forward-looking interest rate is going to come back down a little. Then you wouldn't buy the high yield. Not when it might continue to rise on the interest rate. Then they will continue to press on the variation of the instrument. Go is go. Wow, coming off from the high already. Wow, it's breaking down. So go, that's a trade. It's breaking down now. Go broke out of this consolidation. So we trace looking for false hammer. Then upside down false hammer. Then short this guy. It's making a move. So let's mark this. Let's mark a potential play on this guy. Yep. And then the question becomes, do we use options? Do we use the actual underlying instrument, the trust, or do we actually go really aggressive, even buy options? Right? Those are choices every time you see a trade. Shanghai, large cap, depressed Alibaba, Tencent, and they're all pretty depressed for now. Who knows? Apple came off a nice trend and definitely doing retracement. Again, it's shooting for 200-day. Either way, this gap on earnings and that. Wait for the next move. Google holding up nicely. So it's trying to close this gap. Wow. Right. Google up, sideways, up, sideways, up, sideways, up, sideways, come back down. Question is, where do I enter it? When do I enter it? Trying to retrace back. You have this parabolic situation. Come back. It wants to go up, this guy. Except you have this momentum. Lower peaks on this. So it's a lot of infighting. So let's switch to Google using my Donchian channel, which is more volatility based, while moving average of price base. Switch to 1 day. Let's see where it is sitting on the Donchian channel. Now, if I'm bullish, when I go above the midline, this is the entry signal using the Donchian channel. Right? This is bear territory and bullish bull territory over the end period, which is 20 bars I'm using. I can widen this. 20 bars is 1 month's like 20 trading days, which is 1 month in actuality. That's what it's peg against. But it's more importantly to combine reading the price action, reading the moving average, reading the Donchian channel. Combines the indicator and the macro picture. It's first day of October. Um, Last month was looking at the QQQ and NASDAQ. September month was a down month. August the high was down month, then came back, and then September was down month. Question: does it want to double bottom and recovers? I see a doji star, mini false hammer. So macro-wise, I'm slightly bullish right now. I'll tell you on all the numbers that came out in the Fed's commentary and the reporting, but we'll have to wait and see. But it did came back up, above this support level. That's good. That's good. So for those can change on the dime. And so if I anticipate a last quarter rally on overall market, like if you look at this year, Nasdaq had a good run this year. Went back above 200 days moving average, and it just took off. This is mid-level, not above these move to 50 days moving average, above the 200 days moving average. If I wanted to stay above 200 moving day, which is good, crossing the 50-day will establish a new trend in actuality. 200 days is compressed to it. So looking at the price section, in the Dojin channel, I'm looking for everything to line up, and then you can start hitting your trend following. Right now we're still a little below on the bottom of this, so have to wait. Yeah, so I'm not right now. It's between the below 21, below 50, above 200 days moving average. That's what I'm trying to say. Is that, and that's my crossover, cross back up on the stocks. So it's really waiting for the fundamentals to happen. Now let's jump right into NVIDIA, for example. Okay. So this is the big deal in NVIDIA when it get like that. I was playing NVIDIA, playing options, and then I stopped doing it. Basically, the broken wing butterfly, BWB, and all that. Fun, fancy techniques, you can only say, but because when it start running like this, so that was back in May, but all that was running beginning of ChatGPT. So what I'm looking for, let me tell you what I'm looking for. It's the next wave of something better than ChatGPT. The shock and awe of the market. ChatGPT came out, it disrupts so many things in the world. All of a sudden, anybody can be a writer. People are using it to program trading bots. Oh my god! And it's a language learning model, but it was able to squeeze so much ingenuity into it that so it can do so much things out of ordinary as a disruptor. So eventually the market catch up and the earnings and all that kind of stuff. But it took half a year before all that fundamental catch up. I realized that the chart is already telling you it's running. And then fundamentals comes in and then it just ripped off. Now it's tapering off. Now it's taking a break. You really think about it. That's what I'm trying to say. Over the weekend I realized another wave is coming. In these few years, a lot of wealth can be made. And you listen to this, I'll come back one day. Look at what I'm saying is that within these 2, 3, 5 years, the rise of AI could create a lot of wealth that we can captures from the market. It's right in front of us. Right in front of us. So in that sense, my focus going forward is going to be another batch of wealth generation. And frankly, this is going to be big. It's going to be the internet, rise of the internet. It's going to be huge. And it's going to be rise of robot. Also, replacement of a lot of manual labor. Self-driving vehicle, self-driving truck. What do you think that's going to do to the transportation industry? What do you think that's going to do? Drone delivery, zipline. What do you think those are going to do? Combine that with AI. What do you think that's going to do? They're going to disrupt the market, disrupt a lot of employment. A lot of people are going to be out of job. A company will have a lot better. Well, sadly, that's how the technology will replace people. And when it comes into play, companies have to switch, otherwise they get left back. It's always people. A whole generation of workers will have to find new employment, different areas, different industry, or even, retrain, reskill, relearn new ways. And that's just human society. That is the product of, that is the casualty of progress. And that's how human society will always be. Like industrial revolution. Destroyed a lot of old industry. The rise of computer, the rise of internet. Now we have rise of AI. And if you're gonna miss this, you're gonna look back like, oh, I missed it again. And how often this happen? Every 10, 20 years. We're at the forefront. So right now, I'm basically pretty hyped up, I have to say, going back into my war mode. And my mind started to already just latch on to back in the days, how it was. In my days of trading, in my days of hedge fund, and it's all coming back now, which is great. So it's like going into another campaign. Went for World War I, I'm going into World War II. It feels like, wow. But that's the nature. And it's just to find, to create wealth, to find where wealth are going, to understand, to see, to seek. It's just human nature to seek. So right now, I'm seeking the next breakout, the next uptrend. Above 200, above 50 Intel. Clear this and then play. This market. Now I'm looking for since I'm now looking for longer term territory, a lot of things are going to get marked. A lot of things. There's a potential candidate, Amazon. Break this as a play, everything. You have a reversal before, but so wait for that reversal to stop. Maybe does it? I don't know about Netflix. Maybe Microsoft. Yeah, it came off, but. Yeah. Now here's the thing you think about. Right. Microsoft is at over $300. Let's say $300 shares. The whole 100 shares of this. Right. 300 times 100. 10 shares is 3,000. 100 share is 30,000. So there will be times you want to utilize option because you don't want to put out having, you know, 30,000 in order to hold Microsoft, right? Yes, you can use margin account. You can 50% margin, 15,000, but still your interest rate going into your profit. You think about it, especially now with such high interest rate environment. Instead of that, buy a low delta far away out of the money option. It's a little bit more than paying interest rate. You think about that. Yes, option you also have interest rate built into, but you think about the leverage you're getting, hey, that's way better bang of the buck. Except the time premium. You have to pay for the time premium. Yeah. This is why when you see it running, you see it going through a thing, you buy the options, but not before that. You buy the instrument. And yes, you need money to make money. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So I hope you've been saving for these days because. But then if you're looking at investing, you're learning this stuff. That means you already at least have some money on your side, and so otherwise, yeah, you can learn beforehand, but eventually you still need like your own capital to make this happen, and that's always the constraint. Yeah. And we'll see. I mean, if things are really hard and running, I might just call one of the trading firm and just sign up to get the level I need to really bang the money out. Yeah. So I'm thinking ahead already. I'm thinking ahead and planning ahead because prosperity does not happen by accident. It has to be planned. On prosperity, plan it. If you don't plan it, you're not going to get it like everything in life. Plan it, then work hard for it. And you work smart, not just hard. You really need to work smart towards it. Yeah. Oh, AMD coming back down 200 days. Ooh, interesting. Good, right at this level. And then bounced off, see? And bounced off. So let's look at the Dogecoin channel on AMD. What does that look like? Right? What does that look like? Using the daily. Right? So you have this all these time below, went back up below. Right? Which means even above, you want to clear some of the technical level. Like here, this is a technical level. You clear this lower, previous low, clear this lower too. Then it needs a nice bullish territory. I want to see momentum. I want to see volume. I want to see volume and momentum. Not this type of momentum, but this type of momentum. Like 3 day up. Yeah, this and then eventually keep going. Yeah. So yeah, you have to combine the techniques. You gotta look through the different techniques. What do you do? Well, we combine everything I've taught already. Yes, I'm going light speed. Yeah. I wish I have time to sit down and talk to everyone, but everyone's time is limited. So do what I could, but yeah. NVIDIA, wow, NVIDIA holding up so nice. So this is your first stop loss, second stop loss. Find level to get in. Find places to go in. Yes, trading with a bias can be very scary. Yeah, because you're looking for a certain picture. You only get to see, you see what you look for, basically, in chart. That's the scary part. Right? So that's why you have to be cautionary and look for things lining up, multiple indicators lining up in that sense. Yeah. Okay, the market already opened. It's good. Now we're going right into live. And right now, I mean, we gotta wait at least 10 minutes or so. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause this right now and come back to it in 10-15 minutes, half an hour, and see what is the market doing, and then we'll take it from there. Take a break for now, coffee break, and then I'll be right back in 10-15. Okay, welcome back. It's 20 minutes into the market. 25, 9:54 already. Yeah. I hope you have your nice breakfast, coffee. I'm enjoying my coffee now. So let's look. The market's still a little flat, right? Nothing really much going on. So that's not outside bar. Nothing substantial. Heavy might be coming in a little. XLE is crapping out. So yes, I think it hit my stop loss at this point. Let me check my trading screen. Yeah, as I do this, well, gotta get out. If it hit my stop loss, that's fine. That's part of the game. I don't have to think about it. Can move on. It's right there. Did it hit my stop loss? It did penetrate a little. So in that sense, that trade would have been taken out, and let's see, XLE. And, yeah, because I'm not gonna continue. I should take out my stop loss, penetrate a little. Let's take a look. Okay. Oh, I'm still holding. I'm still with the working order. Where else my stop loss? XLE. That's 88.60 right now. XLE. Yeah. Okay. 88.92. What happened to my orders? Okay, so looks like that just automatically should be taken out. So lost like $3.3 on the trade. That's not bad. Right, that's the nature of trend following. Excuse me. Yeah. Okay, that's that. Okay, so as I do it, let's go to the 5 minutes. Yeah. Okay, yeah, definitely is that. Yeah. So that, yeah, that's pretty ugly when you look at this. I don't even really think about it. I just, yeah. Oh, I'm still holding my position. Yeah. It's not $2.08 right now. It's my order didn't kicked in or something, or it's not there. Anyway, let me just sell out first. Let's close this. Yep. Close that tray. It's a losing tray. No need. There we go. Nope. Down to $3 on that. Share. That's fine. Doesn't work out. It doesn't work out, right? So no need to think further. Once it penetrate, go below somewhere. Get my stop loss point. Just take the loss. Get out. Find the next. Move on. Okay, that's done. Yeah, the reason was that gaps up, it hold up. It didn't hold up, it went lower way below as it went all the way. Let's go back to the 1 day. Yeah. So on this tray, the whole line got invalidated on this bar. I'm not even going to wait for the next bar. It might retrade, do its thing, but as soon as penetrate, hit my stop loss, and that's that. The trade didn't stay above the midline, came back in, and hit my stop. Oh, right, yeah. These are practice. These are practices. Remember, these are practices that you go through with your trading plan. Go below, hit your stop loss, get out. Don't think about it. I can always buy back later. I can always come back in. Yes, I might have to buy a higher price. So what? Because I'm gonna make for much better. Even look at my stop loss right here. It penetrated. It triggered my stop loss. Somehow my stop loss was not in my system, so I just manually take it out right there. Yeah. Loss. Call it a day. Yeah. Left to find another day. Yeah. I see. Yeah. My high yield stuff is down a little bit, slightly, not much, but yeah. So that was that. That's what happens when you pick position. Sometimes you will have to take a little pain. That's why you stay small when you pick position. Just like that XLE trade. That's done. So that's done. That's that. Right, so that's fine. If there's any other things to play, take that off. Take this off. That's not a bow anymore. It might chop around here, and I will wait for the next one. Next setup. Okay, you gotta learn how to move right on. Right. You win, you lose. Once you close it, it's done, it's finished. You move on, you find your next trade. Okay. Don't linger around. There's nothing to look at. You're wasting time. Always move on. Sooner you move on, the better it is. Make money or not. Oh, it's approaching that. Alright, so technical levels. We'll see. Your MACD is definitely tapering off, so that lower peak, lower peak. Now let me do this, huh? Okay, I gotta pull over a little bit more, clear that, make some more space to draw on. Okay, there we go. Lower peak, high, lower peak on the MACD, momentum compress. So even this high, it's just more of a drift higher, and once a reversal signal penetrate, it's a long tail that can signify reversal, we get shorted. Yeah. Move on. Quick look at Bitcoin. Gold, nothing going on. Gold, FXI. Yeah. So we'll do the big guys, the big seven. Days kind of like, where was that? The big seven. The Magnificent Seven. Magnificent Seven. Having this shipped in 6 years. Ooh, interesting. I'm actually gonna save this piece on my I collect articles for the year in all different areas, but especially trading article that is of interest. I don't collect much of actually articles really related to okay, let's see. Oh, here we go. Save this guy. Yep. Okay. Fourth quarter. Okay, PEG ratio. Okay, medium since 2013. So 12 price to earning ratio fell from 27 to 30 to 27 from 34. So price to earning. Put it this way, the largest tech stock trade on cheapest valuation relative to the medium stock over 6 years. Trade 1.3 times the PEG. So versus 1.9 for S&P, which is a huge, I mean, a discount, right? 1.9 versus 1.3 we trade it. So, interesting. Why is it the maker cap tax? The question is the underperformance of the largest long duration tech stock in the face of soaring treasury consistent with trading pattern of the last 5 years. So it has something to do with the treasury yield. That's but only positive drive. Okay, so Goldman's own forecast for 10 years did marginally to 4.3 to the end of the year and then rise again to 4.6 for the first quarter. I see. Yeah. So risk on risk, okay, that's something else. So that is the piece. Cost of borrowing, basically. So because of cost of borrowing is high, all the tech stocks are suffering. It costs money to expand, to run a business. You constantly, paying off your old debt, and then you're also opening new loans, new borrowing. In that sense, so when in a high interest rate environment, it becomes costly and you borrow less money for your capex, capital expenditures, and then you have to shrink a little bit here and there. So that's what's going on in that sense. Yeah. So treasury yield, everything is the prime rate. That's 5 years. I just tend to struggle in face of greater than 50 basis point increase in the normal 10-year yield for 2 months. That's the key. I understand that. Right? And so these are the fundamental drivers you can see. So if and when the yield comes off or tapers off as the cost of borrowing become not as expensive, then you will see a better return drivers, better potential return drivers. Well, basically, cost less to borrow money. So what do? Now, you make a projection and say, hey, given how much money you lever and borrow, how much return you can get. And that's a big part of running a business. So that's why. Okay, so these guys continue to be in play. I'm looking for the next big trend on all these mega cap, all these established companies that will benefit from AI. Basically, most importantly is they are the foremost benefactors from the AI boom. Yeah. Now you really think about it, right? Just look at Tesla, self-driving car, right? That's AI. Google, big data, everything is AI. Huge data farmhouse. Meta, well, you have a base and create a lot of virtual reality, right? And a lot of advertisement that can push to the users. And all these are going to hugely benefit from the boom of AI. And you're going to have new company popping up too. Like those will be more volatile, and those will have you can definitely play those. Definitely play whatever's hot, the hot sector, the in play. And that was my trading day. The in play always was in play today. Was in play now. And don't fall around the stock that go nowhere. The cold stock, right? Like XLE, it's not going anywhere now. So get out. Things that doesn't look promising. That's opportunity cost. Don't waste your time. Hit my stop loss. Get out. Done. Okay, let's move on. Move on to the next thing. Cisco. Instead of Cisco, up a little bit. Up a little bit. So that's fine. My option play is playing up. So these are offsetting some of the losses slightly. Yeah. Yeah. 14 cents. So that's $14 a contract maximum gain. Now, it sounds like not much, but that's just offset half of my other loss. So hey, gain some, lose some. Alright. So and it's just the beginning of the month. I'm actually looking to add stuff, looking to open more trades. And I was going to talk about actually the macro environment on Cisco year over year. And this year you have this huge, look at 2023, if you look at this chart, right? 2023 spiked up on the revenue, right? Spiked up on gross profit, operating income, yeah, net income. Okay, net income means still elevated, but all the other ones spiked up, so the fundamental is there to support this, the reason for the support this trade. The fundamentals hold is there. Just a quick browse, just a quick look. And the website I use is called Macro Trend. I've been kind of using it to give me a quick overview and put it in perspective in chart for me, really quick. I can look at all these financial statements from 09 to 23. That's a good run. That's good. And cash flow, everything I want to look at. And it really give me the numbers. Although it's very granular, I don't get fine detail, but that's good enough. Just give me a quick run. Okay, everything's holding up. That's good. Right. No surprises. Nothing chopping around like crazy. Okay. Yeah, these cash flow from operating activity, cash flow from investment, yeah, cash flow from operating activity. Wow, look at that. Look at this here. Look at that. Now, that's why cash is king. Right? Discount cash flow model, DCF, fundamental analysis. So investment activity, no, this is not an investment company, that's fine. Right? So yeah, so these, and so Cisco is looking good. Continue to find play. The question is, when do I add to Cisco? In that sense, do I open more trade yet? Right, so let's go to Cisco. And let's go to Cisco. And look at my CSCO. Right, now let's look at Cisco. Yeah, still at the low end of my Dogecoin channel on the daily. Right. So suppose I wait for the breakout. Yeah, but give me this Doji star after the break. So and then it's holding up. Give it time. Give it more time. Breaks up over here. I'm looking to add. I'm looking to open another next trade on this. Right, so let's. Okay. Yeah. So we'll hold off. I'm not going to add anything yet today. We'll hold off for now. We'll have to see. Intel. Okay, still quiet, still having nothing really going on. No hot trade. Look at the market news, market movers, none of the in play. It's too easy to be a seller right now. Yeah. So fade off day. Okay, yeah, that's that. Let's refresh. Yeah. So. Okay, so that's it for this morning live. Now we close out the losing trade. Stay with the winners. We still have the Cisco cash secure put. No reason to get out. I lay down the foundation, my macro outlook, and my thoughts for the for the for the foreseeable future, unless otherwise dictated. If I see a bull market environment, everything is bullish. I want and trend starting to re-establish itself. I'm going to open all these trend following trade away from the beginning of the channel, beginning of the summer. I was demonstrating all these cash secure puts, how to get high probability wins. I still would take that. That Cisco trade is still one of those, and I would take these trade when I seen them. But should be more focused right now going forward, looking for more of a trend following trade of them if this formation start happening again, right? Because basically, you buy every level of the way, and you level up, just like long-term investing, but you compress it in a shorter time frame. You can make a lot of money. This is safe play, but the problem with safe play is you make small, your losses are larger. Yes, you have more win, but while trend following, you have more losses, but your winner is going to be huge, like 3 times, 5 times as you level up. Like the Apple I was talking about, that 40-point move, level 3 to 5 times. Imagine that. 40-point move, level 5 times. That's 200 points. Each share. Wow. Of course, that's just not your average cost. You at least 100% each share. So you make a lot more than 40 points. You make 80 to 100 points on that move in actuality. When you level up like that. And if you use options, every time you're actually holding 100 shares instead of 1 share, the sky's the limit. This is how you bank it in. Yeah. So going forward, now focusing on that. It might take some time before it make new high again, before another trend happens with these guys, but it might take 1 to 2 years. Be patient. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to capture this next big wave. I'm going to be there when it happens. The whole point is I'm going to capture it. I hope you guys are there. You guys and girls are there to be part of that and make a lot of wealth, generate a lot of wealth in going forward. Yes, we will a lot more smaller losing trade. That's the nature of trend following. That's just part of it. You want the opportunity to capture wealth? Well, that's that. That's what you need to do. Well, that's it for this morning. And then if anything else, I'll add more another video. But it lays the foundation of my thoughts going forwards, and we'll wait for the development to happen. And it might take time. It might happen right away. Who knows? But when it happens, I mentally prepare for that to make a lot of money. Okay, thank you for watching, and everybody have a good day.